Career. All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable with Rick Delgado. Exclusively on All Business Media.
And welcome to All Business Media, where it is all business all the time. And I'm your host, Rick Delgado, and welcoming back to the program. She's the founder and president, CEO of Healing Hands, Reiki, and Spiritual Development, Inc. out of Fayetteville, Georgia. You can reach out to her through her website, healinghandsreiki.org. Actually, healinghandsreikiatl.org. That's Healing Hands, then the word Reiki, R-E-I-K-I, then the letters ATL. That's short for Atlanta. And then it's .org, not a .com, it's .org. You can also reach out to her by phone as well. We're talking about our guest, Tiffany Monroe. Tiffany, welcome back to our show. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for having me on the show again, Rick.
All right. Well, thank you for taking the time out and joining us. And, before we get rolling, I know we've had you on before, but there's always that opportunity of somebody new checking us out, checking you out, hearing you for the first time. So let's give them an opportunity to get caught up to speed and tell them just a little bit about yourself and what you do as the owner of Healing Hands, Reiki, and Spiritual Development.
Great. Well, I am Tiffany Monroe, and I am the founder and the CEO of Healing Hands, Reiki, and Spiritual Development. We offer Reiki treatments and also Reiki workshops to community-based organizations and others that are belonging to the community. We also offer yoga and meditation, as well as spiritual counseling, serving all different faiths, aspects of religion. And we also offer psychotherapy classes to people who actually feel the need to learn more about their spiritual self, their spirituality. People who want to gain a deeper connection with the divine, the true source.
Right.
In terms of Reiki, the treatments that we offer, Reiki itself is basically an act of laying hands or hovering the hands over a human, or you can also give Reiki to an animal. And these treatments are to provide comfort and also to relieve pain. Mm-hmm. Basically, there's a life force energy that's constantly around us every day that we can tap into. A lot of times we suppress that connection to our life force energy or suppress that connection to Reiki. This energy is able to flow through us and assist our bodies in the natural healing process. Through a treatment, a Reiki practitioner works as a conduit to actually channel that energy into a client so that certain blockages can be removed, whether they're physical blockages, emotional blockages, mental and or spiritual blockages throughout the body. It's a gentle flow of energy that is meant to have a client receive and a relief of pain.
Okay.
And Reiki is also incorporated into over 800 different hospitals around the world as an integrative care option for patients in hospitals and other medical centers.
Okay, so now when you say as a conduit, what does that mean? Are you actually doing anything or not?
You, as the practitioner, are allowing the Reiki energy to flow through you. Usually you feel a warm sensation at the crown of your head as that Reiki energy begins to flow through you, mm-hmm. and you're working as a conduit or a channeler of this energy where you're directing the energy into the client for purposes of healing. You, as a practitioner, you set your ego aside. You put it on the top shelf, and you're simply working as someone who's able to channel that energy into a client's body. Reiki energy is an intuitive energy, and it knows exactly where to go in that body to promote healing.
So what you're saying is that because you're not laying hands on, it's not like a massage, right?
Correct. It's not like giving a full body massage or anything. You can hover your hands over a patient. If the patient is comfortable enough, you can actually place your hands on various chakra points of the body. There are 15 different hand positions that are taught during a traditional Usui Reiki workshop. And in those 15 different hand positions, you can hover over certain areas of the body, or you can place your hands directly on the body. There's no manipulation of the muscle or the bones or the nerves like what you would see in a traditional body massage.
Right.
It's simply hovering your hands or laying your hands on various chakra points of the body.
Right.
And simply by holding your hands in a particular position, visualizing and or either drawing various Reiki symbols on the wall, on you or on your client. You can visually draw with your third eye Reiki symbols that starts the process. It's like a light switch with some of these symbols turning on that Reiki energy. And that energy intuitively will flow through you as the practitioner, and you as a practitioner will channel that energy into a client's body.
Right. So now you mentioned the word chakras a few times. I happen to know what it is because I've been paying attention when you've been talking.
Great.
But for those people that don't, maybe again, like I mentioned, hearing you for the first time, what exactly is that, and how many of them are there?
There are 7 main chakras. A chakra is simply, it means spinning wheel of what we call energy in our body. And we have 7 main chakras, from the crown chakra, which is located at the top of your head, to your third eye or brow chakra, which is located between your eyebrows, your throat chakra, which is located where your thyroid gland would be, your heart chakra, which is in the middle of your chest, kind of where your sternum, your breastbone would be, to your solar plexus, which is just above your navel, and then to your sacral chakra, which is where your reproductive region would be, below your navel, and then your root chakra, which would be what you sit on, the seat, your bottom that you sit on when you sit in a chair. You can also extend that root chakra down to your knees and your feet. So there's 7 main chakras in your body that feed energy to minor chakras. You have hundreds of minor chakras, not only in your feet, but also in your hand, and various other chakras dispersed throughout your body. These 7 main chakras, anytime that energy is stagnant or blocked in that particular area, it can very well manifest as disease. For example, let's say you have a blockage in your crown chakra that can manifest as a headache or a migraine.
Okay, so if say when you're getting a treatment, are all of these addressed in one treatment, or do you do it like, okay, today we're only going to do this one? Because, if you do too many, you might walk out of here wobbling.
No, nothing like that. Okay. During my treatments, I address all of the 7 main chakras at once. I actually use various crystals that I place on the chakra points of a client's body. And I also use a pendulum to gauge how stagnant that energy may be, or how open that chakra may be. That gives me an indication of how to intuitively place my hands, or how long to concentrate on a particular area to allow this Reiki energy to flow.
Now, what happens if that gets blocked up? So, say I'm all blocked up, as they say. And I don't know how many people come into you, Tiffany, and actually say, "Tiff, I'm all blocked up." But say you've got some issues. What does that look like? And is it one of those things where, say, lower back pain, it would be a specific chakra that you'd have to work on?
Absolutely. You gave the example of lower back pain. Pain in your lower back is associated with the energy blockage in what we call the root chakra. And that root chakra is responsible for properties such as foundation, stability, financial stability, stability in your household, stability in your life overall, stability in your career. How stable and balanced are you in life? And a lot of times when we are not grounded, whether it's due to trauma in earlier times of our lives, or whether it's due to just constant stress and anxiety, then that energy doesn't flow correctly through that root chakra. So it will manifest sometimes as lower back pain. So what I would typically do if I notice that that is an issue with a client, then I would typically hold my hands in a particular position, one of the Reiki positions, either on or over that chakra center. If it's a considerably strong blockage in that chakra, sometimes I will use my breath to blow and visualize like you're blowing out that energy from their body. And in addition to that, we also use crystals, various crystals that associate with that root chakra, like red jasper. So in addition to the chakra crystals, the blowing, and also concentrating that Reiki energy in that particular area, the goal and the result is to open that energy blockage so it can flow freely.
Right.
After you open that energy blockage, you then align that chakra with the other 7 chakras. For example, let's say you have a vertebrae out of place and you need to get an alignment from a chiropractor. They'll put your bones in place. They will realign you. Well, this Reiki energy helps to realign the 7 chakras in your body so that Reiki energy can flow completely undisturbed from your crown to your root.
Okay. Now, are there certain things that say, you know what, when you've got, and this is, let's face it, I'm coming from a guy's point of view here, Tiffany. We're concerned with few things in our lives, food, sex, and how we look. We're pretty shallow. Now, are there certain chakras that affect those things, like someone's sex life, or even the hair on their head? Like maybe somebody's losing some hair on their head. Is there something you can do for that?
Absolutely, we can work on the crown chakra if there are issues that are manifesting in the physical state, dealing with anything on the head region or the neck region. You mentioned sexuality. That would be the sacral chakra. Right below your belly button is the sacral chakra. And the property of that sacral chakra is simply allowing yourself. How willing are you allowing yourself to flow through life with ease? Or are you holding energy right there? Having an inability to be flexible can actually manifest as a blockage in energy in that sacral chakra, which can manifest physically as reproductive issues.
Oh, so you can actually, help people that have got some of those reproductive issues.
Absolutely. I actually had a client who suffered from a fibroid tumor. She had immense pain in her sacral chakra, where her uterus was, and she suffered from fibroid tumors. And we discuss possible reasons as to how that could have manifested from the spiritual to the physical level. And during the Reiki treatment, I had my hands hover over her sacral chakra, and I was channeling the energy directly to that point on her body, the sacral chakra. And she said 3 days later, she was not having any pain. She was not taking medication or anything like that. Simply Reiki energy was able to open that chakra area and allow that blockage to be removed. And it manifested as no pain in her body in that particular region.
Well, you know what? That sounds like a positive to me, especially if you can do something naturally to help with an issue like that. Again, we're talking with our guest, Tiffany Monroe. She is the founder and president of Healing Hands Reiki and Spiritual Development out of Fayetteville, Georgia. HealingHandsReikiATL.org is her website. Of course, you can go there and check it out. for yourself. You can also find her via the phone. If you do want to ring us up with a question, we do have a question right now on the line, so why don't we do that before we take a break, okay?
Great.
All right, Tiffany, hold. Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there?
Yes, my name is Johnson.
There he is. Hello.
How you doing?
Johnson,
How are
welcome to the
you? I
show.
wanted to ask you, do you use Reiki in your personal life, and for what?
Absolutely. I use Reiki in my personal life. My day job is teaching. I teach high school during the day, and I teach college at night.
Oh, my goodness. Talk about stress.
Yes, I do. And in my personal life, imagine so many personalities that you're dealing with, not just your coworkers, but students as well as parents. And all of that energy, sometimes negative, not always positive, is bombarding you day in and day out. So what I do in the morning, I start with a Reiki treatment on myself to set my intention for positivity that day. And there are self-treatments that I will do on myself. And of course, after I get off of work, when I come home and I unwind and relax, I will finish up with an additional Reiki treatment. Healers also need healing. And one method that we do, Reiki practitioners, will do self-healing sessions, not just on ourselves, but I also work on my spouse as well, my family members distantly, those that are not in the state. So I absolutely incorporate Reiki in my personal life.
And how long does it take you to prepare yourself in the mornings before you get up and go about your day?
It's about an hour-long process that I actually go through. There's a period of silence and meditation that I go through at my ancestor altar. And after that, I will go into various yoga poses. And while I'm in Savasana, which is a yoga pose where you're simply laying on the ground, totally relaxed, I will then start my Reiki treatment. So it takes about an hour to go through that sequence.
And I didn't hear the entire interview, but I wanted to ask you, how did you learn about Reiki? Was it self-taught? Did you read it yourself, or did you have to go to some sort of training, or how did you become involved with it?
I was fortunate enough to meet a wonderful couple, Jerry Miller and Sandra Frazier, who were Reiki masters themselves. They always say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I was ready, and they came into my life, and they introduced this method of healing to me, and I was very interested in it, and I went through actual training, level 1, level 2, and the Reiki master training with Sandra Frazier. And during this training, I was taught various healing techniques, the Reiki hand positions, the history of Reiki, self-healing techniques on others as well as myself. And also I was taught about the various chakras of the body and various herbs that can be incorporated into one's life. And that's really how I got my start. It's a wonderful technique to help balance your life, balance the stress and anxiety that we deal with every day.
Very interesting. I just wanted to tell you I like herbs, but maybe not the ones you're talking about. Thank you so much.
All right.
Very
thank
informative.
You so much.
Well, thank you
Thank
you for the call. We appreciate it. If anybody else wants to join the conversation, feel free and join us. Again, our guest, Tiffany Monroe. You can reach out to her directly, 313-671-5804, or Healing Hands with an S, ReikiATL.org. Quick break. More with her after these words right here on All Business Media.
The next step to following your dreams is closer than you think. KDMA and the Actors Studio is an established, reputable talent management and services agency based on the East Coast. Actors, models, singers, voiceover artists, and live entertainers trust their careers with KDMA. Not only does KDMA advise and market talent, they provide talent with the necessary tools to be successful in today's demanding entertainment industry, offering in-house classes, coaching, photo and video services, reel and audio production, showcases, seminars, and more. KDMA makes talent development and advancement simple and affordable. For more information about talent representation and services at KDMA and the Actor Studio, visit KDMA-and-theactorstudio.com. That's KDMA-and-theactorstudio.com. Let KDMA take your career to the next level.
Hey road cyclist, do you want a real adventure? How about a week-long vacation in Tuscany or Lake Como, Italy? Cyclobella Italia tours are so much more than just great cycling. Come and enjoy not only cycling, but all the best in food, wine, sightseeing, and la dolce vita in Italy. Go to the website psychobellaitalia.com to register for the Psychobella Italia newsletter filled with interesting information about Italy and the tours. Visit the website to view the photo gallery of prior tours and learn more about the fantastic cycling experience with Psychobella Italia. Email Joe at psychobellaitalia.com or phone 480-353-6660. Psychobella Italia. Ride, eat, drink, live.
All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable with Rick Delgado. Exclusively on All Business Media.
And welcome back to All Business Media. And yes, I'm your host, Rick Delgado, sitting with our guest, Tiffany Monroe. She is the founder, president, owner. She does it all. CEO, Healing Hands, Reiki, and Spiritual Development, Inc. out of Fayetteville, Georgia. She's in the office now. Reach out to her after we're done, of course, or anytime. 313-671-5804 or the website, healinghandsreikiatl.org. And again, Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us today, once again. Are you there? Did we lose you?
Yes, I hear you.
There you are. Hey, we do have another caller on the line, but real quick, for people that have never experienced a session, that maybe they've only heard about it now, or they've heard about it a little bit, and they may have talked to somebody like, well, I'm not sure. What can they expect? Is it something immediate? Do they feel anything, or is it something that unfolds later on?
Some of the immediate effects that a client would experience from a Reiki treatment would be a warming sensation, sometimes throughout the entire body. As that warming sensation grows, it peaks, and then there's probably a cooling sensation. It's like a wave of energy that they feel throughout their body, and it's a gentle wave of energy. Immense reduction of stress, immense relaxation. You're totally relaxed. You know how you feel just before you fall into a deep sleep?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's that type of relaxation, that type of feeling that a client usually experiences, yes.
Right. And again, not only do you do sessions and healing sessions, but you also do classes. People can come and learn this from you as well. They just got to reach out to you and find out more. Go to the website, healinghandsreikiatl.org. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
My name is Jerry.
Hey, Jerry. Say hello.
Hi, Jerry. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, good.
You got a question there, Jerry?
Yes, I do. You partially touched on it, but my question was, what is Reiki most useful for?
Right. Reiki is most useful for not only balancing physical ailments in one's life, but also mental, emotional, and spiritual elements in one's life. Essentially, Reiki helps to reduce stress and pain. Number one thing, it reduces stress and pain that we may have throughout our bodies. It gets to the root of the stress, and it gets to the root of the pain, not just on the physical level, but an emotional, mental, as well as spiritual level.
I see.
Yes, it's a wonderful healing modality.
I see. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And Jerry, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New York.
All right. Well, she's down near Georgia, but Tiffany, you can do this over distance too, right?
Absolutely. Clients can receive distant Reiki treatments if they are interested in doing so. Yes.
That's something I will definitely keep in mind.
Yeah, which means, Jerry, you don't even have to be in the same state, let alone the same room.
Right.
And again, thank you for your call regarding this. But Tiffany, explain how it works. Is it something where they have to, do you set time aside? Are you, doing it at the same time they're receiving it? How does it work?
Absolutely. I am sending distant Reiki, healing Reiki energy to them at the same time that they are receiving it. The client is typically, of course, not in traffic or at work.
Right.
They're usually laying down in a very quiet place where they can't be disturbed. Usually clients will light incense or probably play meditation music, something very relaxing. And in that relaxed state, I am in a totally different area, state, house, time zone, and I'm able to use the Reiki symbols in a particular way and use a surrogate in a particular way to channel that Reiki energy to that person.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Well, that's very interesting to know.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Tiffany.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, Jerry, thank you for your call. We appreciate it. Take advantage of the work that Tiffany can do for you. She's also got, you're also doing a Reiki Healing Summit coming up, right?
That is a Reiki Healing Summit that is through Reiki Healing Association.
Uh-huh.
That is a professional Reiki association of which I am a member. And there is a healing summit coming up in October in a few weeks, actually. There are various Reiki practitioners of different levels and lineages that will be speaking. It's a webinar where they're going to be speaking about different aspects of Reiki. For example, how chakras can be integrated in with Reiki treatments, or how Reiki can be integrated into hospitals as an integrative care option. So there's a panel of organizers, Reiki practitioners, and they are going to basically give webinars, seminars online about Reiki. Absolutely.
Very nice.
And that is posted on my website. Again, that is through the Reiki Healing Association, which is a professional organization for Reiki practitioners.
Right. And again, you can find that on the website, Healing Hands with an S. Reiki is spelled R-E-I-K-I. Then the letters ATL, the abbreviation for Atlanta. Healing Hands Reiki ATL.org is the website. When you go there, click it. You can also find her on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can sign up for a class. Maybe you've done some Reiki. And like, you know what? I think I could do this. Find out what it takes to take a class and learn it and be able to share that as well. Again, our guest Tiffany Monroe. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Rick.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you got it. And again, reach out to her directly, 313-671-5804 or healinghandsreikiatl.org. We'll be back with more on All Business Media right after these words.
All Business Media presents the Professionals Roundtable. Hear what's hot in the professional world. Timely topics to propel your career to the next level. Professionals Roundtable with Rick Delgado. Exclusively on All Business Media.
Let's go inside the mind of a 10-year-old.
I should have worn those earrings today. I like those earrings. Gabby has those awesome earrings. I need to ask her where she got those, but that's just what she would want me to do. I'll have Michaela ask her for me.
Buckle up, Sarah.
Yeah, but then Michaela will be like, why don't you just ask her yourself? That's just like Michaela.
Sarah, buckle up.
Michaela's such a great name. I wish I was called Michaela. There's like a dozen Sarahs in my class.
Hey, we're not hitting the road until you buckle up, honey.
Oh yeah, seatbelt. I forget sometimes because my brain is like busy, you know? I wonder if there's pizza at school today.
Sometimes it can be tough to get through to your kids, but it's not impossible. Always make sure they're wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Remember, you have the keys, you have the power. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.